Is it a coincidence that there is a charged debate and a conversation about the last year's election audit while Raila is away in South Africa? Is it a coincidence? Can you ask yourself that question? I know many have been waiting for what is he saying. When the president was going to Nyanza on Friday last week, Raila Odinga also flew out of the country to South Africa. And political observers saw that has been his trend. When he feels some things are uncomfortable with him, he will always find a way to leave the country. But of course, it's never in coincidence. So he left for South Africa and have been holding series of meetings. According to media reports, and I read this report, I think it was a news done, KTN News. If you go and check the YouTube, you'll find a story about soft handshakes being mooted somewhere. They're talking about it. They're saying that Ruto is sending emissaries to meet Raila Odinga. And these will be back and forth. There have been that back and forth by people trying to reach out. This is seen as a way of getting out of him, trying to get him on table for what will be a soft handshake. I maintained, no. The lobby could be deeper as of promise of some state jobs, corporations here and there, because there are a lot of things. I know there are a lot of opportunities in government, and hata superpower sijui waziri. People normally think it's about upewe waziri, nini. There are a lot of other small posts, ambassadors, because that's the next level. You'll hear ambassadors start being recalled. Then that's going to be the next level. Now it's about state corporations, commissions, and independent institutions. So that has been in it. And recently, Jane Marriott, the UK envoy, met Raila and then met Rigathi Gachagua. The report will still show that at this moment, Raila has been engaging high-profile leaders in South Africa. It wasn't seen as a lobby, and they're still trying to lobby for a soft handshake as this whistleblower thing is going on. So as the whistleblower thing is being out, and I know that we've always discussed about this, and when I saw the story that there could be some high-profile leaders that were dispatched to meet Raila, I don't know, number one, and I think I've mentioned, this whole hullabaloo or whole obsession of forcing a soft or handshake in Kenya after election by the Western powers. I don't know why. Jeremiah Kioni was saying that after 2013, he was the running mate for Musalia Mudavadi. They experienced, and this Western power started to find way. Well, wow, I remember after not Donald Trump, who took over from Trump, after Biden won against Trump, we've never heard of a handshake between Biden and Trump. We've never had. In fact, I've never heard of a handshake in the UK. But in Kenya, the conversation has always been there. And I think, unlike that of Uhuru and Raila, which also had its own historical conviction, the ones that are being forced by the Caucasians around is for some self-interest. Na hapo ndo mimi nasema hapana, lazima. I think chulu. Now let's get the difference. And that's what maybe many people will not see. Raila Uhuru handshake was a good launch pad of disharmony between communities. It was a sign of friendship that even after politics, we can be friends. And they came together because it was at a time when, of course, things were thin between president and deputy. These were there and there. I know it had its own reservations and disadvantages because there was some laxity on opposition. I'm not a proponent that government will only deliver because of an opposition, although that's wrong. Unlike that, which was based on more of a friendship arrangement so that we bring that disharmony because the countries have been divided. Thanks to that, thanks to the sacrifice by the two gentlemen, William Ruto have been given a country that is very, very peaceful, is divided, but people have restraint. Then what is decided to do is to tighten it using law. Saying we need the leader of opposition, the other one didn't work. So with the leader, actually, it's also a matter of trying to work with Raila. But then, because you demonize the other one and you think the other one was very good because it was very peaceful, the good one, it works against the spirit of unity and disharmony and peace. Because leo utaenda parliament utengeneze ofisi, upitishe parliament utengeneze ofisi, Raila takes over that office, calls press conference. The next day, the two leaders, most powerful leaders, will then walk out and start abusing you. Not two. The second in command. And then start abusing you. So with that, it works against the spirit of that unity and handshake. And that's why I kept on in saying that whether this discussion, however shape it is going to take, it should not get, and Raila should not get to such a handshake. Now, this is coming after, this whistleblower reports. And I said, is it a coincidence that this report is out when Raila is away? I don't think there is something that is shocking. But as you know now, he has not commented even in his social media pages. Not anything. So he could have still, there was a speculation that he's trying to disassociate with it, but no, because Karua and Kalonzo have spoken. And they have they have accepted that the document is legit and it's something that needs to be looked at. But Raila has kept his cool. That is why there is a very strong speculation that as this goes on the other side here, there could be a high delegation that is also negotiating some solid terms with Raila Odinga. Because you don't know what this will erupt. It can take different shapes. We've seen probability of a protest after this. We have seen constitutional amendment moves could also be on the way. And other legitimacy problems. Even withdrawal or sabotage of the economy. So, and people know that at the end of the day, for things to go successfully, you need that stability of the country. So that is why I feel that it can be possible of this. However, I say this. What is the effect? I know Kenyans are saying, Sasa, kura iliisha. So whistleblower. I listened to, and I know Karua and Kalonzo, they were asked that question. They say the truth is out. We wanted Kenyans to know the truth. The truth is out. And although I'll talk about this, they knew very well the timing of releasing that bombshell. They knew very well the timing. It has something to do with the situation here. The whistleblower could scale up a bargain threshold if indeed is going on. Remember, it's dragging IBC and it's dragging foreign powers. The founder of Vanguard Africa is from US. There is another video clip emerging that is also implicating UK envoy. And so the international community is directly involved in it. And they would not want something that can defame them here. The two women, two powerful ambassadors, the women ambassadors, Meg White, US, Jane Marriott, UK. Those two have always been blamed to be at the center of everything. And that has me believe those two are people that messed up everything. So that expose gives it flesh that, okay, this is a discussion we're going to have now. It's not a coincidence that as we talk, we're talking about new commissioners. The process was in the National Assembly, started off in the National Assembly review of the selection panel. It went to the Senate. It has not materialized. I see the stake, Raila having a stake in the new commission, and that will be at the center of the discussion. Even though I see that as not a priority, because I agree with Kenyans who say that on matters election, it's not about the law. It's not about, in fact, it's not about what the law says or what is the procedure, what is the protocol. It is personal responsibility. Yule mtu atachukua kwa Chebukati ili afanye kitu ile ndio fair free, inataka wewe mwenyewe, your own soul. It's not about, I saw the other chair saying that he survived because she remained within the fence of the law. That's not it. Rigging is a breach of the law. And it's a bit of a human activity. You start to decide like, okay, I want this, and this will be put, and this is done this way. So it's a high possibility. Lastly, Raila knew about this whistleblower, but left the country for political suspense. And it was strategic retreat to read the mood of the nation and take some time so that when it comes up, he will make an informed decision based on how people have reacted. He'll collect intelligence here and there, make own survey and know what is the best interest. That if it is thrown, yes, I'm not away. Of course, I'm away, and he's not talking because he's away. So when he comes back, he realizes, okay, this and this are going on. What are Kenyans saying? Which will be the direction? And I think it was well choreographed. Also by the fact that in commission, no one is there. So they have been kept caught off guard. No one is talking on behalf of them. So, ladies and gentlemen, that's my it. Let's wait and see tomorrow. Let's meet in the next.